YLM number 3. I'm back to talk about some of your lost media suggestions. It's been a while since the last one, which had some pretty wild ramifications. I wound up doing Howie Mandel's podcast, in which he responded to the mystery of Little Howie's reading adventure. I'll put a link to that in the description. Today though, I want to talk about some lost music. This month I want to talk about some solved ones, including the King of the Hill song that I spoke about a few months back. And I've also got a Numetal song and a song that one of you guys sang for me. And of course, if you have any lost media suggestions of your own, please send me an email to wanglostmedia@gmail.com. Anyway, let's get to it. This video is sponsored by Helix. Helix is a premium mattress and a box company that makes mattresses designed to fit your unique needs and preferences, based on your body type and sleep position. I've had my Helix mattress for a year now, and it's some of the best consistent sleep I've had. The neck pain I had been experiencing went away pretty quickly, and it's yet to return. The first thing you do is go to their website and take the sleep quiz. Personally, I like a soft mattress, and I'm a side sleeper, so Helix determined that their Sunset mattress was the best option for me. Once Helix matches you up with the right mattress, it's delivered right to your door for free in the US. Comes rolled up in a box, and it's super easy to set up yourself. And you get a 100-night sleep trial to see if Helix is right for you. That's more than 3 months. And if you don't like the mattress, they'll pick it up right from your door and issue a full refund. If you do like it, each mattress has a 10-year warranty. Just click the link below or go to helixsleep.com/wang. You'll get up to $200 off your Helix Sleep mattress, as well as 2 free pillows. Back in April of this year, I spoke about a pair of pop-punk songs that appeared in an episode of King of the Hill.
Let nature and parole officers take care of the rest. I'll go tell them.
This mystery actually got solved relatively quickly, and I posted about it on the community tab and other social media, but I never got around to actually talking about it in the video, so ever since then, I keep getting emails about people telling me that it's been solved, so it's time to just put this in a video. At first, you got a lot of promising guesses thrown around and some more people digging through bands' discographies, but it was 2 days later that a guitar player named Christopher Wiley posted this video to his channel. A video where he plays along to the track, which he names as Veterans of Foreign Film. It's only a 13-second clip, but it's obviously a much clearer sounding recording that we can hear in the King of the Hill episode, and it's also longer. So clearly this was pretty legit. And a few days later, on May 1st, the band named Measure would re-release their old EP that this came from, which included the other song that appeared in the episode, entitled Between Shadows and Silhouettes, as well as a third song entitled Keep the Change, You Filthy Animal. I'll put a link to the Bandcamp in the description so you guys can check it out yourselves. And Christopher also remarked on his YouTube channel, "Thank you for helping us be a part of something so wonderful and hilarious. It's not every day you find out the internet is attempting to unearth your work from more than a decade ago." And funny enough, it turns out that I actually already knew their drummer Sandra. I had met her a few years back through my current band's vocalist, so this is just some real crazy small world shit. The next one comes to me from the Dark Iron Gains meme page on Instagram. The admin of the page sent me a message about a song for a meme he had posted back in March.
I'm sick and crushed, I crush it up, yeah, scared, I throw it up, I'm in the cut, I'm from the brush, I'm from the town, I'm full of mud, it's going down, I'm going up, I'm going up, I'm throwing up, I'm showing up, I'm showing love.
This is such a catchy song that I got stuck in my head as I was writing the script for this video. So clearly, not knowing what this is would drive you crazy. Like, the only way you're gonna hear this song, you gotta bookmark the meme and go back to it when you feel like listening to it. Which is exactly what quite a few people did. He told me that every single week since he posted that meme, he would get tons of DMs of people asking him to name the song, which of course, he had no idea what it was. Nor did anybody else in the comments. And of course you got Shazam turning up nothing, and any attempt to search the lyrics also turning up nothing. And the interesting thing about this one, I feel like in a lot of lost music cases, it's usually something that's much older, but you listen to this song, and you can tell that this is very obviously something much more modern. When I initially spoke to Dark Iron Gains about this song, I noted that I assumed this is probably something from an obscure artist that was on either SoundCloud or Bandcamp. And sure enough, Between the time I started working on this topic and the time I made this video, someone dug it up. I'm not sure if he's the first person to actually identify it, but it is the earliest comment I see mentioning it, by Johnny Sloan identifying it as Crush Red Priest by CatScan on SoundCloud. I'll link that song in the description as well. Note though that this version of the song is the original slower, lower pitched version of it. The version from the meme is Night Chord, so if you want the fast version, I guess you could take this and speed it up yourself, or, you know, bookmark the meme still. This one comes to me from a viewer named John. The most mysterious Numetal song.
White trash. Wanna know what you can't explain? You're from the close to the head, they cause damage in your brain. Yousonofabidge down just for kicks. When he Yousonofabidge down, you was only 6.
So this is one that spread from P2P file sharing services, largely in 2007 and 2008, and primarily on the service Ares. And it was commonly found with one of two names: Deftones, White Trash, Resident Evil, or Korn, Deftones, Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Link Park, Rare. Man, you get all those huge nu metal bands on the same track together, that's gotta be the craziest collab of all time. So back in the P2P file sharing days, there was kind of a trick that smaller local bands would do to get noticed. You know, you put the name of your band, the song, and in parentheses, you're like, for fans of Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Korn, or whatever bands you think people are going to be searching for that'll like your music. But then what winds up happening sometimes is some of these songs get around but eventually get misattributed to one of these bands that are, you know, for fans of. And there were some bands that got themselves nice little followings like that. I mean, one particular example that I remember is this band called V-Mob. They had this song Reflection that was always labeled as being a Slipknot song, even though very obviously wasn't Slipknot. In the case of V-Mob though, the record got corrected pretty thoroughly on that. So the people who liked that song, despite being mislabeled as Slipknot, often eventually found V-Mob. But that's not the case for a lot of these songs, including White Trash. A song that's very obviously not Deftones or Korn or Link Park or any of these bands that are listed. And searching for the lyrics only takes you to old forum posts from 2007 and 2008, including one on Newgrounds. Posts of other people trying unsuccessfully to identify this song. A lot of the comments on the YouTube uploads of this song note that the singer kinda sounds like the guy from Nullset. Although, frankly, a lot of the vocalists from this time period just kinda sound like each other. I feel like I saw bands that sound like this opening up for nu metal tours all the time back in the day, or even handing out demos outside. But despite the fact that a lot of bands did sound like this, the Nullset theory was kinda interesting to me for a minute, because of something that was posted to my subreddit by a user named Bowman Boas. You see, before Nullset was Nullset, they had a different name. Gangsta Bitch Barbie. Gangsta Bitch Barbie. Like, how do you not miss this period in time? We have to return. But Bowman's Boas was only able to find one track for the album that Nullset released as Gangsta Bitch Barbie, a track entitled Suplex Ninja, which of course was not the song. And hearing that track, the lead became a little less interesting to me because, in my opinion, the Gangsta Bitch Barbie recording was a lot more polished than whatever this White Trash song was. At the very least, in my opinion, there's no way it would have been from the same recording, and sure enough, I did manage to find the full album, and this song is not on there. In fact, as it turns out, Nullset has officially said that this is not them. There's not really much else in terms of leads for this song, although one thing of note, if you look at the comments on the YouTube uploads for this song, you'll find that most of the comments are in Spanish. That's because Ares, the service that this was usually found on, was more popular in the Spanish-speaking world. Therefore, if anybody throughout the years went on a quest to identify the song and they were actually successful, the odds are pretty good that they are a native Spanish speaker. As for the band itself, to me this sounds like this was most certainly a demo. I think the most likely scenario is that this band never got particularly big, and mislabeling themselves on file sharing services was an attempt to self-promote. This last song comes from one of my Patreon subscribers, Sir Toni. Hey, I have a kind of odd request. There's a song I know the chorus to and thought an artist of. I've tried searching the lyrics, the artist I thought it was by, tried asking r/find this song, I think that's the subname, and got 0 responses. There was a period of time 10-ish years ago when I was really into leaked unreleased track from my favorite artist. Found my favorite Big Time Rush song that way. Yes, I still love BTR at 24. The song I'm trying to find might have been unreleased/leaked, and that's why I can't find it. If I send you a clip of me singing the part I know, is there any way you could include it at the end of a video or something? It's driving me up a wall not being able to find this damn song. In Sir Tony's email, they added that the artist was possibly Jessica Mawboy or Christina DeBarge, but it did not turn up in any of their discographies. And here's the recording of Tony singing the song.
There's this awkward silence, I'm trying to hide it. If you only knew that I'm slowly breaking. I hear our song on the radio, and I can't hardly breathe, because our song on the radio keeps reminding me how it used to be and what we were.
And here's what I found interesting. When I tried Googling some of the lyrics to this song, I wound up on a listing from 2009 on eLyricsWorld.com by a user named Sasha. It was labeled as being Christina DeBarge, song on the radio. And you look at the chorus for this song, and the part Tony is singing, it skips every other line, making me think there's some kind of call and response thing going on there, but the lyrics are matched up. This has to be the song. So I looked for this song, and I come across a song by Christina DeBarge called Radio. Not song on the radio like this one was labeled, and I listened to it, and it's a completely different song with completely different lyrics. So, Christina DeBarge puts out her first album in 2009, entitled Exposed. Does not contain a song entitled Song on the Radio, and that's all she releases until 2012. I thought that perhaps the lyrics might have simply been mislabeled, so I gave the whole album a listen, and nothing matches up. This song was just not on that album. And any search for a song on the radio by Christina DeBarge either leads me to the song radio or this very lyrics listing. And I assume Sir Tony came across this very same lead, which is why Christina DeBarge was a suspect at all. That being said, we do know a few things. The fact that a complete other person came up with these same lyrics tells me that this is most likely a real song that Sir Tony isn't misremembering or making up. And I also think it's very likely that in 2009 this person, Sasha, had misidentified the song as being by Christina DeBarge, and possibly even the song name. And honestly, I tried a bunch of different permutations of lyrics for the song and artist names and song titles, and I just can't seem to get anything. I'm coming up dry here, so let me know if you got anything. And anyway, that's all for now. Of course, once again, feel free to send any lost media ideas to the email, and if you like this video, check out my video about mislabeled Napster tracks. I'm out.